Hi, this is State Senator Joe Markley. I'm here at the Capitol, where we will be returning in the beginning of January for a new legislative session. And I just want to touch on a couple of the things that I expect to have coming up and that I'm interested in pursuing in next year's session. The number one thing, as it is, I think, every year, is going to be budget questions. And I believe that we're going to come back facing a substantial budget deficit by January, perhaps not as bad as 2 years ago, but something in the multiple hundreds of millions of dollars. And again, a great decision must be made as to whether we solve that problem by increasing taxes or by reducing spending. I think you know where I stand on that issue. I will work, hopefully as a member of the Appropriations Committee. Those assignments won't be made now for a few weeks, but I will work to be part of preparing a budget that does not require a tax increase. I think that over the last 2 years, we identified many areas of savings. We can return to those and we can advocate them again and try to convince a majority of this legislature that another tax increase would be a brutal stroke for our state economy. There's some things that I want to pursue specifically. I was involved, Representative Rob Sampson and I have spoken a great deal about making an effort to identify and repeal unnecessary regulations and nonsensical laws. We laid the groundwork for that over the last year, and at some point in the near future, I think we'll announce our project, which will involve going out, meeting with business people, meeting with municipal leaders, school officials, all those people who feel like the state has put burdensome mandates on them. I hear about them almost every time I'm in the district. And I feel like what we should do is not simply resist the imposition of new regulations and laws, but also to find the ones that are in place that are not needed, that are counterproductive, and to examine them carefully and remove them if we can. I'll also be involved on the Program Review Committee with an ongoing study which I initiated on adolescent drug treatment programs for the very severe problem of opiate addiction among young people and the way in which insurance provides coverage and whether the treatments which are provided are appropriate in those cases. There's municipal issues that I'm involved with. Of course, there's been the ongoing phosphorus question, which very much impacts the towns of Southington and Cheshire particularly, as to what the proper level of phosphorus in the discharged water should be, and we will be monitoring that very closely. I also hope to return to an area of interest which I've dealt with 25 years ago as a legislator, which is the home care programs for the elderly. And I'd like to find a way to look back, having initiated that program back in 1985, to do a long-term look at what the effect of it has been, what savings have been generated, and what we might do to improve the program. I think it's a very useful and necessary thing. I think it's positive for the people who are able to stay in their homes instead of having to go in for nursing home treatment. But I also would like to take a good hard look at it, having been present at the creation, so to speak. And that's just a few of the things that I expect to have on my plate when we return next session. One more thing I want to mention is I maybe have talked before about iQuilt, which is a proposal for about $100 million to do a makeover of the city of Hartford. I am interested in it. I'm skeptical. I want to give it a fair shot. On Wednesday, there will be a forum on iQuilt at the Hartford Public Library beginning at 5 o'clock, put on by the Connecticut Policy Institute. I spoke with them some months ago about the possibility of getting together a group of people, not against it, but not for it either, experts in their fields of urban planning and construction and so forth, to talk about what they think of the project from an unbiased point of view. And that will happen on Wednesday, and I would invite those who are interested to come join us for it. And I will try to be back to you with a report on what's going on in the legislature, what's going on at iQuilt, and what we have to look forward to together in the state of Connecticut. Thank you.